Good evening. It's 7 p.m. and I'd like to call the Monday, May 22nd, 2023 meeting of the City of Jacksonville Beach Planning Commission to order. May we have a roll call, please, Madam Clerk?
David Dahl.
Here.
Margaret Murray.
Here.
Nicholas Andrews.
Here.
Colleen White.
Here.
Justin Lerman.
Here.
Justin Henderson.
Here.
Debbie Cole. Here.
Thank you very much. I'd like to begin with just some remarks about how we do business, in case anyone's not familiar with that. The Planning Commission bases its decisions on competent, substantial evidence, including testimony provided in this meeting. Any person who's not an applicant or agent that wishes to speak will need to fill out a speaker's card located on the side table by the door and turn them into the clerk. Here. It's our practice that regardless of the type of issue we are asked to decide upon, each member of the public is given 3 minutes to speak on each item. So that's our practice. Please refrain from speaking out from the audience, applauding, groaning, etc., as we try to ensure an atmosphere where everyone listening or in attendance is comfortable. And then please silence your cell phones. So thank you for indulging me in listening to that. May we discuss the approval of the minutes from May 8th, 2023. Do we have any proposed changes? Any questions for staff? Hearing none, do we have a motion?
I do a motion to approve.
Second.
And we do not need a roll call for this, so all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? With that, you've approved the minutes. Thank you very much. Mr. Copley, do we have any correspondence?
Yes, you have one email on the dais tonight related to the one item on the agenda.
Thank you, sir. Do any of my fellow commissioners have any ex parte communications to disclose? I myself do not. I see heads shaking, so thank you, everyone. Mr. Copley, do we have any old business?
No old business.
Thank you, sir. New business, may we now consider PC 0923.
Yes, through the chair. This is PC 0923. It's a conditional use application. The applicant is Team Adib Incorporated, represented by Scott Adib. The property location is 1618 Penman Road. It's a conditional use approval for a new restaurant, bar, and microbrewery with outside seating for a property located in the C1 zoning commercial district, pursuant to section 34, 342D19 and section 34, 342D20 of the Jacksonville Beach Land Development Code. This is the former Terry's Country Store. The proposed outside seating will be in conjunction with a new restaurant and microbrewery at the location of the former Terry's Country Store, 1618 Penman Road. The former Terry's site includes the existing building, which will be renovated, and associated parking lot, as well as an adjacent vacant lot south. The applicant is proposing a complete renovation of the existing structure, which will include the addition of the microbrewery, as well as a full restaurant and full-service restaurant with outside seating, as noted in the provided renderings. The intent is to take the existing overhangs and recessed areas in the front of the structure adjacent to the main entrance and convert these into outside seating areas. Although the intent is to add additional openings on the front with roll-up doors, the LDC does not define outside seating, so as long as it can be fully enclosed. Additionally, it will be considered inside seating. Additionally, the site will be brought up to current LDC standards with regards to landscaping and compatibility buffers to the rear of the property, adjacent and existing single-family uses. Adjacent properties include professional offices to the north, a private school to the south, single-family residential dwellings to the west, which is at the rear of the property, and commercial retail fueling station and convenience stores to the east. Additionally, south across Penman Road, Sonama's Bakery, which also has outside seating. Approval of conditional use for proposed outside seating restaurant areas for a new restaurant should not negatively impact the adjacent properties. The applicant will construct the compatibility buffer to the rear, to the west, adjacent to the existing single-family dwellings, and all outside seating will be on the east side of the building facing Penman Road, not facing the residential structure. This is consistent with other restaurants with outside seating along the Penman Road area. Based on the application and the analysis in the report, the Planning Department is recommending approval of PC 0923.
Thank you, Mr. Copley. Would the applicant please come forward to be sworn in and give any presentation?
Please raise your right hand. State your name and address.
My name is Scott Adib. I live at 1507 Kings Road, Neptune Beach, Florida, 32266.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
What would you like to tell us, sir?
Well, my son Colby's right here. My family, we're pretty much born and raised out here at the beach. I don't know if you're familiar with what is now One Ocean. That was Sea Turtle back in the days. That was my grandfather. So I grew up in the restaurant business, grew up at the Sea Turtle. My family then, we bought Bono's Barbecue in late 1970s. I'm a part of the Bono's up at Beach and San Pablo Road. And about, 6 or 7 years ago, we stumbled upon a piece of property downtown on Main Street that just so happened to kind of catty corner across where my grandfather's first restaurant was in the mid-1940s. And we decided to do, my son and my other son, we started doing the whole brewery kind of thing. So we created a restaurant brewery downtown on Main Street. Next month, we will be celebrating our 4-year anniversary downtown. We all live out here at the beach. We've been looking to expand. We've looked in St. Augustine, looked in Mandarin, looked at different parts of town. And when Terry's Country Store kind of happened and came available, it seemed like a no-brainer for us. I'm in Neptune Beach, Colby's in Jack's Beach, my other son's in Jack's Beach right behind the building. We've all been at the beaches forever. My brother Barry owns the Beach Diner. And we're looking forward to bring our concept to the beaches. I know in the proposal you said bar, which a lot of people get a misconception. We are not a full bar. We're a brewery. We're a restaurant first. We're a microbrewery, and we put out a good product. We have plastered all over the building, downtown and here. This Family Beer Sports. We're family friendly, family oriented, and that's kind of our little niche and of what we created, and we're looking forward to doing the same thing out here at the beach. So, anybody have any questions?
Sure, any questions for the applicant?
What are your anticipated operating hours?
We open at 11 o'clock, 7 days a week. This is downtown. This is probably our plan here, but we close the kitchen at 9 o'clock, Sunday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday, we keep the kitchen open till 10, and it's probably going to be along the same lines. We do not want to stick around late. We will definitely not be open past 11 o'clock on the weekends for sure. And again, that kind of goes back to the whole, we don't want to be a full bar. We don't want the late night crowd. We're family oriented, and we do a lot of food. Our food is very good, and we kind of created a different type of vibe to where I really don't like being called a bar because we're really not. So that's the intent, is to have the same hours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Other questions for the applicant? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will now open the public hearing. Do you have any speakers cards? Is there anyone who would like to speak who has not filled out a speaker card? You're welcome to do so and then fill one out and provide it to the clerk. So seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing and bring the item back to the board for discussion. Do we have questions for staff? Do we have discussion?
Just a little disappointed not to see a basketball hoop rendering.
Well, we're still possible.
Does anyone have a motion, or assuming there's no further discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Can we have a roll call vote, please, Madam Clerk?
David Dahl.
Yes.
Nicholas Andrews.
Yes.
Colleen White.
Yes.
Justin Lehman.
Yes.
Marvin Murray.
Yes. Your item is approved, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Planning Department report, Mr. Clerk, please.
Yes, through the chair. So as I had mentioned before, although it didn't end up on this agenda, but next week, 31st, is the joint board meetings for the Land Development Code and Comp Plan update. It'll be 6:30 on the 31st in this room with the consultants and myself and the rest of the planning staff. So we look forward to having that input. We had our first citizen meeting, which was very well attended. We got some very good input and feedback, so it'll be a kind of typical charrette sticker situation, so you should be familiar with that. But yeah, we'll have basically the identified issues that we got from the previous meetings, and then proposed solutions that we were kind of taking input on. So that'll be the 31st, and then your all right, my computer's getting difficult. We do have the business owners meeting this week. You're always welcome to attend any of those meetings. I think I sent you guys all the dates for it, the various meetings that we're having, but that one was very productive the last time as well. So your next meeting is going to be June 12th. We have one case scheduled for that, and and we did actually hire a new planner. So our third planner, including myself and Heather, is officially working for the city. His name is Danevsky, and he didn't come today, but he'll be at the workshops, so when you guys come next week, you get to meet him. But he's a young man, graduated from UCF, and has been working for DeLand the last couple of years, so he's knowledgeable and he's picking it up quick, so we're excited to have the extra help.
Does that mean we're losing you?
Not at all. It means that we have an extra set of hands to get caught up on all the work that we're terribly behind on.
That's very good news.
Yeah, we're very excited.
And if I could also just sort of, remind everybody that coming to one of the meetings on the comprehensive plan at this stage is really important, given how important the comp plan is. I know you know that, but.
I would say these meetings in particular, because you're going to kind of see the kind of creative ideas the consultants and staff came up with to come up with some of these solutions. So, and we've got options, so we're going to be good to get some feedback from you guys who deal with the code on a regular basis.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.